Hello, Silverheads. It's Greg Ellis on Green Grads. It's late or wee hours, however you want to look at it. So I'm going to try to keep this fairly fast tonight, even though we got a lot of ground to cover. We're going to go from food wars to the from the wars of Russia to food wars, and we're going to talk a little bit about Billy Gates and a few other things. Hopefully we'll go over to one of my other channels here in a little bit. I don't want to be too awful long with this, so let's switch over in a little bit. And I'm not going to wait on people to join because I get chastised for folks who come in they didn't watch the live session, that I yammer too long while I'm waiting on folks to join the party here. So if you're joining the party late, you got to just come back and replay. All right, guys, let's go over to this website here and I'll see what's going on in the world. And I am going to go ahead, though, and update my screen over here so I can watch your chat over here. I can't really watch it over here and then show articles too. Okay, enough said. Let's get to it. Guys, this German foreign minister here has said that we are basically at war with Russia. She just came out right out and said, and Putin and Sergei Lavrov and Medvedev, Dmitry Medvedev, they've all pretty much been saying the same thing from the Russian side. And now this is coming out of the NATO side. So just, how far is this going to go? What's this going to lead to, guys? Another thing that strikes me now, she says this in plain English for us all to understand. By the way, she is German. She's speaking in the European Parliament that doesn't have England as a member. There's no English-speaking state that I know of that's a member of the European Union anymore, but they speak English. Isn't that interesting? Shows you the power of the language of English, the power between the British Empire and the American century has really got most of the world speaking English, which is kind of strange. But there it is. We have 36 in the room. Thank you all for being here. And let's move on here and listen to this lady talk to us. German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock. And in German, Bock means goat. I don't know what bear means. Bear? Bear goat? I don't know. But anyway, listen to her here in plain English.
And therefore, I've said already in the last days, yes, we have to do more to defend Ukraine. Yes, we have to do more also on tanks. But the most important and the crucial part is that we do it together.
Hang on, let me blow this up and make it big.
And that we do not do the blame game in Europe because we are fighting a war against Russia.
There you go. You got it straight from the German foreign minister's mouth. Now, she is like the Secretary of State for Germany. She's like Sergei Lavrov for, what he is for Russia, she is for Germany. She is not just some member of parliament. This lady is a very, very influential member of the German government. I mean, the Secretary of State, a foreign minister, is a very high position in any government. They speak with the full authority of the government. Is this a faux pas? Is it a Freudian slip? Did she mean it? Let's hear it again.
We are fighting a war against Russia and not against each other.
We are fighting a war against Russia. We are fighting a war against Russia. A German speaking to the world in plain English. Wow. Wow, guys. Wow. What do y'all think of that? So what do you think of? We are fighting a war. Bam. That's almost a declaration of war from a very influential individual in front of the European Parliament. And she said we. She didn't say Germany. She's speaking in front of the European Parliament and saying we. That means all of them. This means the West. And this is part of, us providing the tanks to Ukraine. And she's putting it in that context. You think that the Russians aren't listening? You think the Russians aren't paying attention to that? Guys, well, yes, of course they are. And Putin's going to make a big announcement soon, a really big pronouncement. And according to Margarita Simeon, who is the head editor of Russia Today, which is the mouthpiece of the Russian government, she says that a big war is coming after Putin's ultimatum, a big war. Margarita Simeon. And you've heard me speak of her from months ago. I've spoken of her several times. You heard John Hollerman speak of her in the video we just aired today. And you've heard other people, like even Canadian Prepper talks about her. So, you know, she is no stranger to those of us that follow. Whoa, is that a serious face? She is no stranger to those of us that follow. Man, that is a face of intensity. No stranger to those of us that follow Russia, because she is the mouth. So if you want to hear what they're saying, you listen to the mouth. You know, American media is independent, but that's not true in Russia. Russian media is a piece of the government. They speak for the government. Hey, Arnold, how you doing? New Days, how you doing? Katie, Jeremy will be speaking Russian in a short time. Well, they may be. They may be. Was watching no Alf episode. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope I'm better than Alf. All right, Norway. Hello, Norway. What do you think about all this, Norway? All right, so let's move on here. Let us move on and show some other stuff here. And of course, Russia's made, you know, some major advances here in the past day, you know, talking about taking, you know, there's several, I said Fortress City, there's several ways of pronouncing that. You know, hey, it's not my native tongue. Guys, if this ain't got y'all believing in prep, and if this ain't got y'all believing in getting ready, I don't know what will, but, you know, I do have a special right here with prepwithgreg.com. You go to prepwithgreg.com. Not only get 3 months worth of food, 3 months, less than $200 a month worth. And this is stuff that lasts 25 years, guys, or better, actually. And you get a ton of little prepping supplies to go with it. Phone in for a bonus. You get this water purification, you get eating tools. It's got multi-tool tools. It's a sport with multi-tool components built into it. Matches, playing cards, live straw, a little stove. Not a bad deal. Not too shabby, guys. It's the kind of food you get with it. There you go. You can see what it is. Anyway, prepwithgreg.com. And listen, oh yeah, you also get this little, this is cool. You get this mess kit, emergency blankets, grub tool, shows you how to use that. But guys, anytime you come in here, also know this. When you come in here to prepwithgreg.com, all you got to do to find all kind of other stuff that's available, and it still works for me, is just go up and click the My Patriot Supply logo. Bam, it takes you into all kind of prepping supplies. Water purification, air purification, survival coffee, I like that. Seeds, deals of the day, and all. They got tons of other kind of food deals, including number 10 cans. So it's not all they got. And you can even get meat. Yeah, you can get meat, Phil. Some people talk about all the carbs. And you can actually, I've got a bucket of meat right behind me back here. Russia warns of consequences if Ukraine deploys uranium tank busting rounds. Okay, so here's another red line. Well, we haven't quite exactly crossed the tank. We made the announcement for the tanks, but we haven't rolled them over there. Where's the red line, guys? I don't know. I don't know. But what I said last night, and you know, is that if this is what I said yesterday, if Ukraine's got to move fast. If Ukraine's going to have a prayer's chance, they got to move fast. Time is not on their side. And this kind of stuff just goes to show time is not on the side of Ukraine. Time is not on their side. If they're going to have a chance of winning, they got to move fast. And I don't know that they can wait till they get those tanks. There may not be much left of them by the time those tanks roll around. If they get there, I don't know, guys. So time is not on their side. It's a war of attrition in the end. And they can't afford to fight a war of attrition against Russia. They got to move fast. Now, here's what really bugs me, guys, right here. Bill Gates, this is Fortune magazine. Fortune magazine. Bill Gates says the rise of China is good for everyone, and that Beijing needs to play a stronger role in world governance. Can y'all believe this? She's got a dirty mouth. Who was Margarita Simeon? Who are you talking about there, Thomas? Guys, check this out. Bill Gates. China is good for everyone. Well, ask the Uyghurs if it's good for them. Ask the Falun Gong if it's good for them. Ask the people of Tibet if it's good for them. Ask all the people in the South China Sea and the countries around it how good it's been for them. Ask the Indians, or how about the Vietnamese who have their water dammed and controlled on the Mekong River by China, their livelihood. Ask any neighbor of China, for that fact, just how good the relationship with China is for them. Yeah, they kowtow because of China's power and because of military and economic. But ask India. India is such a big fan of China, right? But who is a big fan of China? Well, Klaus Schwab, of course. Yeah, we just talking about Klaus Schwab doting on China just a few weeks ago at the you know, that meeting down in Indonesia, the G20 or whatever it was. And what about this, guys? What about the I've told y'all way back, way back, David Rockefeller. Oh yeah, he thought China was a model for the world. Well, apparently the elites love China. They really do. There you go, Katie. They love China. Maybe this is why we're depleting all our rounds in Ukraine, so that we just, well, if we have to fight China, well, I'm sorry, we just Taiwan, we just ain't got nothing left. Our pocket's empty. I ain't got a single round to throw over there. Well, what do you think, guys? I don't know. I don't know that we ought to be fighting them in the first place, but holy smoke, guys. Is this why they've allowed China to make such huge inroads into American society and American schools? Oh yeah, I had some other articles I should have brought where China is influencing, you know, grade K through 12. Some of our leaders are trying to get, yeah, this guy, he just loves China. Look at him, he's just so happy. Oh, Xi Jinping, I love you so much. Let me kiss your toes. Oh my God. They make me sick. They make me sick, guys. They make me sick. China is the CCP is a very autocratic country. They're total control. What they love about China is their social credit system, their digital currency. They're monitoring everybody every minute, all their ability to lock people down, to take people's freedom, have no freedom at all. That's what they love about China. And that's why they got China teaching in our schools and hypnotizing people in our schools, because that's what they want. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm completely off base. Tell me about it. I want to hear it. Tell me about it. Maybe I'm just completely off base. Oh yeah, Chinese police stations. How is that allowed? I mean, can you imagine if the United States put police stations? Now, here's the other thing. See, that says something in and of itself. China is not only monitoring, but anybody of Chinese descent is subject to the police station, because China thinks they own all the Chinese people and Chinese descent people around the world. They think they own them still. And they want to police them wherever they're at. Oh yeah, they police us too when they get a chance. When they get a chance. We don't need to worry about Taiwan, says Jesse. Yeah, well, hey, we won't be able to. But, you know, South China Sea is more vital, but Taiwan is a chink in that system. We need to worry about China invading the U.S. Well, it may be. Maybe. And hey, you know what? We don't know what's coming across our southern border. We know one thing. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've mentioned this or not. You know, it's coming out that Russia is buying all this stuff we left the Taliban. Some of that stuff, I'm told, went to the drug cartels on our border. Oh yeah. So think about this. The Biden administration armed the Taliban with 550,000 machine guns. Now, his predecessor, the administration of Obama, with what was his DA? What was it? What was that guy's name? AG. Somebody help me out. I know his name. It's not coming to me. But you know, the one that's over Fast and Furious that sent all that stuff to Mexico. So let's see. We arm Mexico. We arm all these guys. Oh no, you can have nothing. We shut down police. Yeah, let's see how that works out. I'm gonna talk about that over a little bit more. I'm gonna And I don't get too political here. We'll talk about that more on in just a little bit. We're going to go over to Swivel Head News and talk about that. Russian plans to send feared T-14 Armata tank to Ukraine. Well, apparently they only produced a few tens of these. So Russia's having a lot of times fielding these due to problems with the engine and the commander's imaging system, the thermal imaging systems with them. Yeah, I know something about the thermal imaging systems. I worked that stuff with the M1 tank myself. So yeah, that's technology that's it's a bit out there. Russians, the thermal imaging technology has never been that great. Just ask, and that's one place I'll tell you, you can ask Lee Wilbarger and take it to the bank. That's something he works. John, just heard a report the other day that there are lots coming across our northern border too. Hey, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. Hey, look, you know, look at the school thing, the collegiate thing between China, Chinese researchers, United States, and collegiate researchers and researchers in Canada. Remember a couple of years ago when they were busting a bunch of them for sending biological research to China? Remember that? Well, John went to town twice today. Okay, trailer loads of pallets, lumber yard. All right, Arnold. So let's see here. Let's move on. Yeah, that's the Border Patrol. Yeah, I've been hearing that in some of the committees I've been attending. All kind of stuff coming across. Guys, now here's something I've talked about. I did a video a long time ago on this channel, probably one of my early videos, where I basically talked about every man having an atom bomb, an atom bomb in every pot, a nuke bomb in every pot. I did a video to that effect a long time ago. And this is really what I was talking about. I was talking about the power of biotechnology. I was talking about, did you see the video of the B-52s flying out 2 days ago? Yeah, I did a video about B-52s flying out, guys. I covered that in one of my videos. You know, they claim they're over there to test, do some training exercises, some drills about attacking Iran. It could be a real Iran attack, or it could be aimed for Russia. Who knows? You know, you got to cover everything under the guise of a drill these days, because everybody, you can't sneak B-52s out. You can't sneak battleships out. It's just too hard. CRISPR critters. Hey, Patrick, that's a good one. CRISPR critters, not crispy critters. Well, guys, in the early 2000s, you could order the genome for a virus online, and you could order the constituent parts. And there was one scientist who, in his own home lab, built a virus doing that. And that was kind of a heads up, because there are biolabs all over the world, in every country, just about, including podunk little countries that you'd think wouldn't know how to tie their shoes. Yeah, well, they got biolabs. They're everywhere. And biolabs are the ultimate weapon. They're like nuclear technology. And guess what? Now people are you can order this stuff and take courses and edit genes of living cells at home. And you don't even have to know jack diddle about it. There's a course here where this guys will supposedly teach you, but you ain't gonna know all the ins and outs of genetics and how everything affects everything in the systems in your body. I mean, just listen to the videos where I talk quite often to what's his name, Paul Cottrell. And when you hear all the different pathways, connections, and if you start looking this up, that's what you discover is a myriad pathways of effects and how things work together in the system of systems. It's your body and body chemistry. And somebody just taking this biohacker course from Joe Zahner isn't going to learn all that. In fact, we still don't even know all the pathways. In fact, we just discovered a layer in our brain that we didn't know was there. And this is after Elon Musk already started jabbing fiber optics through brain tissue. It's not really a layer, a protective layer, supposedly. That, you know, we're just jabbing stuff through. So, you know, there's a lot we don't know, guys. So this is taking a huge risk, but it also shows you the power that's getting out there and how this is trickling down into the fingers and hands of people. So I was very prophetic when I did that video years ago about a bomb in every pot. Oh yeah, an atom bomb in every pot. Well, here it is, guys. This is what this boils down to. This and also AI. Oh yeah, I've been questioning AI here in the last few days, asking it about how it would wipe people out. And it's been telling me, and what the main way it tells me that AI, I've been talking to Chat GPT, and Chat GPT's main method for wiping humanity out is this: bioweapons. And we may be into something like this, according to Paul Cottrell, Dr. Cottrell, with China. We may be in the middle of a WW3 in biotechnology. I kid you not. So, oh yeah, look this, all these stuff this guy's doing. Hey, I didn't give them the right to name that this. Good grief, why do they do that for? Anyway, guys, this is cat's out of the bag, guys. The cat's out of the bag. I'm going to show you. Remember I talked about this book from Sir Martin Rees, our final hour, where he said he didn't think we'd make it through we only had at best a 50-50 chance of making it through the next century. I said, I think he's very optimistic. His main concern was bio-era or bioterra. Can you imagine the pathways to era that could occur from people with their own home genetics laboratories? Guys, I said this was coming. It's come faster and more powerful than I thought. So, you know what, guys, this is why maybe the ultimate bug out is outer space, because on Earth, we're all in one biosphere. We need to get people in other biospheres that's not connected to this one. So if some big infection rips through this one, we got people somewhere else. Anyway, guys, Darden, grow worms. Go to greengregs.com, click buy worms while I still got them available. I may shut it down soon for a while, because this winter kind of hit me pretty hard. Check out our Survival Tribe Network, survivaltribenetwork.com. It's time that we watch each other, because we need to have our backs, we got to have our six. Make sure, somebody's got to watch your six. My product, Papa's Serenity Soothing Sounds, because if all this stuff's got you shaking, this is the way you kind of shake it loose. Worms from Mars. That's right. Red worms, the red planet. I'll be the red worm farmer on the red planet. In my Rumble channel, I do some videos that come on here, but I also do videos that I would not dare post on YouTube. These videos I would not have dared post any of these on YouTube. That one is kind of borderline, but probably not. Now, some of these I've got posted in both places, but at least now I can, when I really want to cover something that I don't know I can't talk about here, I can go here. Hey, Jay, how you doing? All righty. So I just want to show y'all that stuff. We got 82 in the room. We're about to switch over to show you something. Swivel Head News. That's where we're going to go next. Give me a second. All right, New Days, if you would post a link to Swivel Head News in here. This is where we're going next. Swivel Head News. And let's see, let's stop the share. Hello. Our final hour. This book was written by Sir Martin Rees. I think it's 20 years old, about something like that. Let's see. Copyright, yeah, 2023. For a while, this book was not available. There was a while that the paperback version of this book was selling for $1,400. So, yeah, 2023 right there. 20-year-old book. There he is, Sir Martin Rees. There's a good reason to go prepping right there. He is Astronomer Royale, the head astronomer of the United Kingdom. But I am going to take beef with something he wrote recently in Galactic Greg soon. Product Papas, Soylent Green was set in 2023. Actually, 2022. Soylent Green was in 2022. And you know what? They got Soylent now available. It's soy. Oh, Food Wars. I was going to cover Food Wars. What happened? I missed something here. Let me go back and look. What did I miss? So I'm going to show you something else then maybe. Let me find ding, 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 ding. Now I'll show you a picture. Then we'll go back looking for Food Wars. Hang on, guys. Let me find this one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to do a video on galactic grades about my chat with ChatGPT on how it would take us out. And I'm going to show some artwork. I'm going to show you guys some I'm going to show y'all some what do you call it? Yeah, AI artwork. I had AI also draw pictures of how it would take us out. So I'll do a video and share that with y'all. But in the meantime, you know what I said about having somebody watch your six? There we go. Ding, 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 ding. Look out, prepper. Look out behind you. Somebody needs to watch your six. Gotta make this larger. Is it going to show the first page? Oh, it ain't showing nothing. Shoot, stop share. Halo. Yeah. Oops, what happened? Oh, there it is. But y'all can't see it now. Darn. Stop share. Oh, anyway. Stuff's too slow. Oh, what's happening now? I got a black screen. Here I am. Halo. Is that funny? You know, that's sneaking up on you. That's going to be one of my thumbnails from one of my videos about prepping. Watch your six or survival tribes. That's a good survival tribe network promotion video. That's what I like about Greg. He always wanted mankind to excel and explore the planets, not destroy them. Amen. As microgreens raises rabbits, worms, pro-lifer, not a pro-death. Amen. The heck with that death cult. The heck with them. You know, the limits to growth. We got too many people. No, we don't. Not at all. I knew days love the graphic. Just walking through the woods and what's coming up behind him. Waiting for a crustal slip ain't happening. It ain't happening. That's not happening. All right, guys, hang on. I got to find what else I was going to show y'all. Did I delete it or something? I had a couple. Oh, maybe I'm going to show it to you somewhere else. Where is it? Where's it at? I had some food articles open, and did I shut them down? I got to find them now. I was going to share with y'all some food articles. Or maybe I'm going to do it in the other video. Lolly, where did it go? I must have closed them inadvertently. Oh, we'll talk about it. Dadgummit. I really want to show you one of these, though. Give me a second, guys. No, I ain't got it here. Sometimes I close things inadvertently because my memory gets so clogged up, or sometimes the article gets running to me edge or something. I thought I had that open. Let me go back and check my news sources here. Oops, I didn't close down. Anyway, yeehaw. Yeah. I had to close a lot of stuff down just to preserve memory because all these articles eat up a ton of memory. So the only thing that's slipping is the cheese off Ben's cracker. There you go. You got it. That's it, guys. That is it. That's the only thing that's over his mind. Right out of, if he turns his head too far, it might slip out his ear. Zip. Anyway, we'll need an axis shift for a crustal shift to happen, won't we? Yeah, the whole axis would have to shift. You ain't gonna getting this crust shifting on the surface of the Earth. You know, if that happened, the continental plates would be shattered to pieces. It'd just be little bitty pieces. You wouldn't have big crantons like the North American cranton. Yeah, it would be just tore all to bits. All right, guys, because you got to get over that equatorial bulge. That equatorial bulge is what? It's several times higher than the Himalaya mountains. You get a big plate coming over it, sticking up, what, hundreds of miles into space. Give me a break. Yeah, give me a break. I mean, Earth's like, these plates are thousands, 1,000, 2,000 miles across. Give me a break. That's whole. None of that even makes walking around sense. It's goofy. It's goofy. All right. Poofy and goofy. Crust slips and Atlantis rises again. South will rise again first, along with the West and all the red states. All right, let me talk about a little bit. There's all these there were some articles. I can't believe I must have accidentally deleted and shut them down. There was articles talking about there was articles talking about chicken eggs causing blood clots, and it got posted out there. Then it got retracted, and now you got to go on the way back media to find it. But then there's also articles about and now there's so-called fact finders. Oh no, we weren't claiming that. Well, they published it. But a whole bunch of people jumped on it, like Joe Rogan and several other people just beating on it, and so they kind of pulled it back. Kind of like, propane stoves. Well, eggs was going to be the next bad thing. And the article said eggs and meat. Oh yeah. So they want to make eggs and meat ought to be terrible. It's a very big health concern for you to be eating. You shouldn't be eating what promotes global warming. Let's say it's bad for your health. It's, oh my gosh, you'll come up with 100 different reasons why you should never eat an egg or meat. And maybe that's part of what's happening. This feed that Tractor Supply is using apparently inhibits chickens from laying eggs. Go watch Doug and Stacy, on, watch their channel. I'm going to give them a huge shout out. Doug and Stacy, their homestead preparedness channel. Go check them out, guys. That's what they're talking about on there. And, you need to buy local. Don't buy stuff from all these big stores. But they got a great channel. So I'm going to give them a shout out. Doug and Stacy. Another channel I'll give a shout out to is Ed with Prepper Nurse One, because he's also in the gardening, very much in the gardening, gardening prepper. So I'm gonna give him a shout out. He gave me a good shout out the other day. Stroke season. Yeah, we can think of other things. They tell us we must have. Oh gosh, you got to take this. This is a mandate. You got to have it. It's experimental. We haven't run it through. It's emergency use, but you got to have it. You got to have it right now. Yeah, right. But that no cause no problem like that, does it? No. Oh no. So they're trying to control food. They really are. But guess what? Soy. I saw an article and I had it open. I wanted to share it with you. I'll have to find it and share it later. Soy is good for you. Well, that's what we're talking. Soy. Eat more soy. It's got good protein. Soy's got all this blah, blah. Oh, yeah. They even said soy might even work in lieu of statins. Oh, yeah. Or it's got the same good effects as statins. I'm no fan of statins at all. I'm not a doctor. Go see your medical doctor. Take medical advice from them. I'll tell you what. I had a doctor look at me and say, "Oh, look, your cholesterol level is just a itty bit high." That's exactly what he said. So let's put you on this medicine and get it under control. And suddenly I'm discovering some odd things. I used to run 12 miles every other day. I'd be riding a bicycle for 20 miles. When I kind of messed my foot up and I started riding a bike and I was going 20 miles. And suddenly I'm taking this medicine because I'm trying to get some little bitty thing under control. And so I'm almost not even able to get out of my chair. I'm suddenly having severe problems walking. I'm like, what is wrong with me? And I start doing some research. I threw that junk away and I got better. They've tried to get me to take it since I was, oh, heck no. But what I've discovered is this. Whenever I'm on a low carb diet, that stuff don't show up. When I'm eating fat, when I'm eating meat, you won't see that in my blood. When I went totally carnivore, So for several months, oh, that was in total control. No problem. A blood test went, whoop, looked good. That's my experience. I'm not saying that would work for you. I'm not saying this is medical advice. It's not. If I just to tell you that, they come haul me away because our freedom of speech is so wonderful in this country that regulators working in three-letter agencies can pass regulations. And if you don't follow them, they haul you away. They put you behind bars. They fine you for zillions of dollars. How can they do that in this country? Well, yeah. Of course, they want to regulate our nuts, everything. They want total control over you. Something is wrong around here. That's why we don't need freedoms maintained. We need restoration. Check out the Freedom Restoration Foundation.org. Trying to do something about it. Anyway, the woke crowd should be careful before somebody eats them. Well, you know what? You know, us meat eaters, we love our animals that are herbivores. Just kidding. Don't eat people. But, you know, make a good joke, right? The ladybug. Good evening, Ring Regs. How you doing, D Ladybug? All right, guys, we got 88 in the rain. We're Greg is on the genius spectrum. Well, thanks, Zen. Appreciate it, Zen Jamming. 70 Washington says my house will never take the juice. There you go. There you go. Phytoestrogens. Yeah, that's what you get in soy. They want you to be a soy boy. Yeah, let's get everybody eating soy, and let's get them on plastics and bisphenol A, and the bisphenol A agents, which are even worse than bisphenol A because they are all estrogen mimicking. They want to pour tons of estrogen into the male population because they don't want a man to be a man, because a man has a backbone. A man might stand up for something. A man might say, hey, that ain't right, and stand up for what he believes. That's what a man's supposed to do. Ain't no like that. No. You kowtow. Oh yeah, Mr. Head of Government. Oh yeah, me love you. Whatever you want to throw at me. Oh, you want to stomp me on the neck with your big jab. Oh, that's so good. I like that. That's what they want, right? Funny how eating the way we're supposed to works. Yeah, if you eat what they say, you get fat and die. Yeah, food pyramid, all carbs at the bottom, and itty bitty beat at the top. Turn it upside down. Before mayonnaise days, rendered beef tallow was spread on. There you go. Rendered beef tallow. Hey, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Hey, Rochelle, how you doing? You get a kick out of what I'm saying here? All righty, guys. Let's see. I said to the vegans, when the cows are gone, you're next. You look like a cow to me. Hey, I tell everybody, don't be the long port. What I tell you. Funny, fruits, nuts, and grains are enough to sustain your body's health, but we need protein, meat, and eggs. And exactly, but they want to take it off. They just want you to eat the bugs. Oh yeah. It's gonna be another little video. I'm gonna do a video on eating the bugs, and I got more WEF videos to do. And I got some great graphics with them. Yeah, I've been working on my graphics skills. So I've got some really good graphics in store for some of us. Kind of like the Watcher 6. That's some good stuff coming, guys. Anyway, let's go. Oh, we're picking up people. 2 o'clock in the morning, more people are joining. What is it with you guys? What are y'all up so late for? Flood. Suppressing healthy immune systems and support. You detected an agenda there, Ken. No, they would not have no one like that. Today's long port. Yeah, don't be the long port. Zero carbon footprint agenda. Yeah, they're Mickey D's these days will keep you fat. Exactly. What they Yeah, they just want you to eat the bugs. What are much and you can't even, oh yeah, they want to get rid of cars. They really want to get rid of cars. They don't, they're moving toward electric, but they know they're going to say, well, electrical, even the lithium and ion mining is too much. We just, they're coming up with 15-minute cities and even 5-minute cities where everything is within a small concentric circle of what you can either walk to or ride a bike to within 5 or 15 minutes. And that's as far as you can be permitted to go, except for certain exceptions for so many times a year that will allow you out of it. Maybe if you're a good little boy and girl, and if you got good social credit, which means you really kowtow to them, then you can spend that money they give you that's got strings attached to it. It's only spendable the way they want you to spend it, where they want you to spend it, when they want you to spend it, if they allow you to spend it, and then they may tax it back. We give to you, we take away. We give to you, but you can't spend it, you can't use it, but it's yours. Every vegan you know is fat. Either that or they're malnutrition. They have health problems from malnutrition typically. I was laughing at the AI word change on my great no. Yeah. Well, yeah, that that is true. That predictive word stuff that when you're typing in, it suggests words. That's AI. That's one of the oldest AI that's been out there in the public consumption. That's AI doing that. And when you're done in a city like Logan's Run, oh yeah, a dumb city. Logan's Run. Yeah. And with the sand, how about the story with the Sandman? What was that movie that had the Sandman in it? He's only allowed to live to his 33 or something like that. Todd Nog, Greg, some of us are getting up to go to work here in Texas. There you go. It's early for y'all. Yeah, I need to be going to bed here. I'm getting lights in my eyes. Anyway, all right, let's switch over and go to Swivel Head News. I will talk some other topics there. Swivel Head News. That's where we're going next. New Days, you got that link. Zero carbon footprint. Well, it ain't really about carbon. It's about control. There's easier and better ways. If you really want, if that's really a problem, there's other ways to do that stuff without so much control. It's all about control. That's what I envision for abandoned malls, create homes for veterans. There you go. Let's check out my universal habitat. If we adopt that, there ain't gonna be no carbon issues. Everything's taken care of. But don't force it on people. If you got some idea, make it so good people want it. Don't force it down their throat. That's my idea. I believe in freedom. Big fan of freedom. Here in Australia, kangaroo meat was really popular. Now it's more expensive than a T-bone. Wow, Joshua. All right, guys, there it is. There's a link to Swivel Head News. That's where we're going. And let's see, when we get over there, we got some good topics to cover. We're going to talk about a little more political stuff. And we're going to talk about micro and some of the stuff with people working. And yeah, we got some good topics. So Breitbart, some mandates. Yeah, we're going to talk some stuff over there. We might even do a quick jaunt over to Galactic Gregs, but not long. It can't be too long on this because it's late or early. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all mods. And I will see y'all in a few minutes.